How y'all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. I have not done a video or anything reselling in quite a bit. I picked up Silk Song. Been waiting for that to come out for a long time, and I just decided I was just going to play that until I was done with it. I haven't been going shopping, I haven't been listing. All I've been doing is selling, which that never stops, but it was a nice break. No content. I haven't stopped making videos in a year and a half. I haven't stopped buying in like 3.5, 4 years. So it was a good little break, but making a video today, going shopping tomorrow, getting back into routine. So this stuff has been sitting around for a bit, so I figured we'd crack into these. So we have two different clues, an old one and a modern one, and then Trekking the World, which I had on a video 4 months ago, and that sold, so I found another one. So let's look at these clues. Oh, Clue is a game we buy for parts, along with Sorry, Monopoly, and Game of Life. And they sell pretty good, so you want the cards and you want the weapons and the pawns. So this is a 78, I think, something like that. Where is it? 86, okay. There's 72. They don't really change a lot. The cards, the back of the cards changed, and then modern ones they added game. I forget what they're called. They're basically cards that speed the game up and give you like special powers, which is kind of stupid, but you know, hats off to Clue for zazzing it up after 5 decades or however long this has been out. I don't know what the original one was, but the 72 is the oldest one I find routinely. This is in actually very good shape. The board even says 72, so they didn't change it at all between 72 and 86, apparently. But that's immaculate for a board this old. Now, I never sell these as is. We'll look just for the sake of looking, but I don't think they sell for anything as a used game, and that's why we do parts. I did just sell us out of these cards, so I know I'm going to piggyback off of that. Let's see if we can get zoomed out here. I do have a broken mouse, which is a problem. I gotta go buy one. So the clicky part isn't holding when you hold down the left mouse to do literally everything, which you get the impression after something breaks of how often you used it. It doesn't hold down anymore. I can't drag and drop, so I gotta get a new one. Just haven't gotten around to it. So these are the weapons. The pipe is the one that goes missing a lot. It rolls, I think, and ends up leaving the box. But we have all the cards. Looking for the extras in here. So the box, I didn't notice, is smashed. You can see right here, something smashed through the bottom. So I'm not going to entertain selling it as a whole game. We will look, just a little bit curious. Down the road, I talk about this a lot, how much space you're willing to dedicate to this. If I were to be assembling games, I would have kept that board, because that is a pristine board. You get a pristine box, you get pristine cards, and you can sell a really good one of these. Now we're looking for 9 locations, 6 people, 6 weapons. 3, 6, 9, 6, 6. Okay. Yeah, so we have our cards and we have our weapons. So that is going to be easy 5, whatever. I paid $2 for it. Got 8 on the board here. So let's look at the other clue and see how they're different. All right, so adjusted profit, because I didn't realize I was selling the weapons pawns mix for more than usual. So this is 2013. I forget when they added the like faster cards. They've been making changes. This might be the one that's double-sided. Doesn't really matter, honestly. We have cards. These have the question mark on the back. The envelope with some of the weapons in it. Might be missing something. Got the pipe. What are we missing? A wrench. And we're missing one of the pawns. Oh. One's under the board. No, we're missing a white pawn. We're missing a wrench. And then maybe some cards. I'll go through the cards real quick, and then I'll see what I got. Oh, the wrench was in the cards. There's no way the pawn's in the cards, though. So I need a white pawn, I believe. So again, it'd be 9. Actually, this might be 8 locations. So they've changed up a little bit over time. Yeah, this has the weird play now and place card back in box. Choose a player who must secretly show you 2 cards. Like these cards that ramp up the speed of the game, I guess. Then they change the locations. Jet ski area. This has the alternate locations on the back if you want to play that game instead. So that ends up with more cards. I think now it's 14. 8, 6, 7, I don't know. I'll look. Got all the weapons. And we have all the people. I'll just grab a white pawn out of my tackle box. Keep a tackle box of parts. That looks right. They did change the design over time, but that will fit. The weapons are all the same. The pistol's changed a few times, but otherwise it's been pretty much consistent. Now the newer ones don't go for as much, but I think I got 2 listings here. I think it'll end up being here. I'll list them, and we'll just look for sake of looking at what clue goes for in the box. All right, so again, I revised numbers, which you can't see because we're on the screen, but hold on. There we go. Revised numbers because that stuff is selling for more than I thought. So just looking into Clue 1986 just to see what's going on with it. You can see my listings here. I always use this background because I can easily identify my own stuff. So I applied volume pricing on those weapons. 918 of these for sale. And we get $22 here. 20, 23, 17. And that's why I don't really like to sell the board game as a game, because I'm basically going to make the same amount of money after packaging. And that's only if those are selling. So out of 918, we have 87. So this one's $20, 18. Then we have parts. I like parts. See, that's the one I was talking about I sold. But yeah, I'd just rather do it that way, quite frankly. All right, so let's look at Trekking the World. All right, so this is a product of Underworld Games. I picked this up. I've sold a few of these. It's just one of those games I know when I see it, I will pay full price for it because I will get my money back pretty quick. So phenomenon with games like this. This is I believe an independent company. It's not one of the big guys, Underdog Games, whatever that is. There's a phenomenon in these games where people order them like through Kickstarter is a big thing for board games now, and people will order and they won't even play it. So the last one that I got was actually new in box. It hadn't even been punched yet. This box, I can't say for sure, but it feels like everything is still intact. You know, a lot of times in the thrift shop, I will tilt boxes to hear pieces moving. Sometimes you could hear metal on metal with a Monopoly and you know the tokens are in it. Or you just kind of don't hear anything and you could, you know, if the box seems light, you might pass on it because there might not be any tokens in it. Or really much of anything. I have gotten games that were just like the board and not nearly enough pieces to make it worth your while. People just donate. You know, the idea that people are altruistic and donate to these places because they want to help people in need is not necessarily accurate. A lot of people use thrift stores as a dump. And people that work there will tell you that. They bring furniture they don't want that is really not sellable. They bring like baby items they don't want. They bring stuff they just don't want to dispose of. Because they know the thrift store will just take it and toss it in their own dumpster. So I don't think that everybody's out to use this to help people, because it's not true. Alright, so yeah, I don't know if the mic would pick up anything, which is kind of the point. It doesn't sound like very many parts are moving, so I'm hoping they're not punched. Have the board on top. Kind of a weird board, honestly. With the globe. That's just holding the whole thing together. Okay. That might be why you can't hear it move. And we're being careful with this because we are selling this as a game. It's one of the ones I'll pick up to sell as a whole unit. Postcard thing. Leave the product info. This looks perfect. These travel bits. We have a bag with pieces in it. I don't know what this is exactly. So the Trekking the World series, there's a lot of them. Like some squares. 1, 2, 5 dudes. Little plastic bags. Cards. This doesn't look like it was ever played. You have a, you know, the way you can tell if it has been played, you do have a score sheet. And if this had been used, so there's like a glue strip, for lack of a better word, across the top. If it was used, the glue strip stays there. The paper comes off the glue strip. You'd be able to feel it. I don't think anybody ever played this, which is good. It's in immaculate shape at this point. Now comes the part where I have to count everything in the box just to make sure it's here. But I'm thinking it's going to be. I think nobody got into it. And a lot of times people buy board games, I think, because they assume people want to play them, and then they just don't. Crafts. I don't like when there's like weird numbers of stuff. Makes me think there's something's missing. 3 plus sprayer. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to count this up laboriously and I'll get back to you. Alright, so I counted it up and we're good. It's in pristine shape and all pieces are here. So we have to sell it used, obviously, but it's complete. So we got Trekking the World, 169 of these for sale. We look at the front, we have this one. So actually the last one I sold was this one. So pre-owned, we're looking at like 26, 25, 26. And our sell through on this. If I recall, it's not phenomenal, but 28. So not really great, but it will eventually move. So we have a trivia version. This one, $25. So that's what everybody's doing. I might do 24 just to get it out the door kind of thing. But 100% complete, it will definitely move. So we're gonna do that, and we end up after fees, all that will be about there. That's not a bad day, and I'm willing to hang on to this because I know it will move eventually, and it's in very good shape. I don't know if there's a parts market on it or not, but it's worth the risk for $4 to get it out the door and make 14. So, if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.